So today we're going to be talking about the Scherzo Allegro part of Movement 3 in Beethoven's Second Symphony. So this is kind of a mild symphony, especially compared to symphonies like 5 or 9. It was an earlier one that he wrote when his deafness was becoming more apparent and he was starting to realize it might be irreversible. So it's kind of made up by two large sections. We got the uppercase section that comes back and then the lowercase section here. So the uppercase section is it's a quite happy part of the piece, and it starts out with the A melody. It sounds like this. So you can kind of hear the short ascending quarter notes, and that idea kind of comes back throughout the whole thing. So let's use the metaphor of, say, walking in a park, and you're just kind of walking along, and then in the B section, that kind of develops, and then sounds like this. So at this point, there's a lot more motion. Maybe the wind starts blowing and the leaves fall off the trees, and it's in a different key. So you're definitely in a different part of the park at that point, just kind of walking around. And then there's a quote from the B section here that sounds in the same, or there's a quote from the A section in the B section. So it sounds just like this, and it's in the original key. And then that kind of fragments and falls apart, and then it rebuilds, and there's a slightly different take on the A section. So you're kind of walking back where you came from and then realizing that the seasons are changing and the leaves are all going away. And then we repeat the B section again. And then that concludes the first section here, and we move into the trio, which sounds like this. So that's the A section right there. The whole thing's just 8 measures long. And here we're repeating it already. So it's really happy. You're walking through, enjoying the leaves, and then you start worrying that winter is coming and the cellos get all anxious and come in with the different key. And then the winds start reassuring the cellos it's going to be okay. And that's the cellos echoing the peaceful melody from the A section. And then we have a repeat of the B section. And then after that it goes back to the original kind of first short movement and plays through it without the repeats. So it goes just A and then B. And you can kind of just listen to it and hear the progression of ideas developing and interacting with each other. So the idea is that you have two things and they're kind of copying and interacting with each other for contrast and trying to develop into something more. And I hope this helped your understanding of Beethoven's Second Symphony. I recommend listening to the whole thing, not just this movement.